more movement speed potentially. And oh, look at Lutpi, man. Going with the aggressive builds right here. Sans,
whoa, very aggressive. Flickers out to safety. Luckily, Kyrie's right there to help with the Benedetta. Man, oh, no. Burn early. Kyrie has the last Insanity, will decide to hold out. But it did burn Rinz's Flicker, so it's mid lane Flicker for Flicker as Kyrie helps Sans to clear out this wave in the mid lane. So Jin won't try to go for anything crazy.
Is that a bait? It was there for quite a while, and Kyrie shows up in ideal time to burn down both Edok and Rinz there. Definitely interesting. The lane, though, is looking very even, man. From farming alone, both teams are dead even. Now with the first neutral objective fight, with another realm and the last Insanity, AOG, do ONIC feel confident enough to deal with the damage and chase of RRQ? That's the main question here in my opinion.
If they're very confident, Sans already level 4. T-Boy already eyeing the situation there. A flight comes in for Sutsujin.
Trying to burn him down. Darren in the back already pinning him down. Now it's going to be Sutsujin walking up. Still winning the Reggie battle. Lutpi walking up. Sutsujin going to be taken very low. Last Insanity from ONIC. First blood traded for the neutral objective.
So, who wins?
Oh, I think it's equal, technically. But the fact that ONIC are dealing with a very strong early game combo, the Lucas Mathilda, I feel like that kind of even-ish trade kind of favors them a bit more. By all means, RRQ does have like a slower scaling mid lane, so it's not really out of the ordinary. It's not really too surprising. But man, look at ONIC immediately trying to make moves. Keyboy, knowing he's up against a Mathilda, not really under too much pressure, not under a lot of danger. A fighter against a Gatot as well, you know, Keyboy is actually a lot tankier than it looks here due to that passive. And the numbers say still 70% for the audience.
Exact same. I mean, this has been a very entertaining series so far. It's building up to be one. And the XP lane, Arashi, I think this is where the difference maker is gonna be. Especially Lutpi, he can roam around the map much faster than Dyron. To expect a lot of rotations coming in from Lutpi himself. And I don't think Dyron can catch up.
Yeah, that was the meta way back, right? EXP lane, split pushing, dueling down. Back when the Paquitos are in the picture, the Yuzongs. It's funny how we're seeing a lot of throwbacks technically when both these teams are in here, but look at Dyron.
Sans with deep pull with the Stampede. Oh, Kai just burning him alive. Another pick for ONIC.
And they were using the fact that Dyron is a bit unsure about his ability to roam, so they set up the trap in the bushes. Good, intelligent play from ONIC.
Yeah, he was trying to, I don't know, like clear faster, just move around a lot earlier to compensate for the lack of movement speed. Only a handful of fights and pickoffs here. Already a 1.5k gold lead. Sans definitely doesn't seem threatened.
Whoa, with the flicker forward and the pitch crack! Rinz gets the bad impact. Keyboy jumps with the AOG, but Darren's able to escape. One member down. Sans has the passive. Will be able to come back in time. 1 second for him respawning. Savantport's coming down as well. Lutpi bursts it down. Guy with a retreat. Oh, Samuel, who steals it and saves the day for ONIC.
What was that? 2 retries, and the one that ended up having it was the Granger. This is some chaotic gameplay here from both.
I mean, when both junglers are just really good and reliable on your retributions, you start having to do some more mental math there. Predict the damage output from your friends as well. It's very much now, not just between the 2 junglers, also between the 2 teams as well. You have to coordinate when the damage is going to come through together in order to get that retreat secure. But RRQ already with a good showing. Catching Sans there was definitely a great moment. Oh, look at Sutsujin though, trying to go 1v1.
Pulled back again, and Lutpi has just been chunking that turret down. Eye for an eye to escape. Rinz walking up. Kyrie, last Insanity defensively. Sutsujin. Ooh, super low. Oh, Edok! What happened there? I believe it should be a Keyboy with a taunt, right? A turret falls as well. ONIC are taking control.
They are 2.5k gold lead in charge right now in 5 minutes. Safe to say they have the early game, but gotta watch out for Rinz. This guy is doing a lot of damage on the Sicilian.
Total assist in MPL ID. Kila, Sans is back. He's no longer sane. Man's back to Kila. Crazy. AOG from Keyboy. Rinz comes in like that. Gets the assassination in the back with a petrify. Turret falling. Savero on Sutsujin. Sutsujin gets away. But you gotta remember, Lucas, if you don't win in the early game, how will they win?
I swear to God, I didn't see Lutpi in the screen just now. It just comes out of nowhere. Probably the ultimate there was not shown on the screen.
The elective final blow?
Yeah.
That's Lutpi Orden, brother.
Well, right now look at RRQ immediately letting go control over the neutral objective. They can't really brawl against a team that's ahead with a Netherrealm, with a Last Insanity. Kyrie actually gets the orange there still.
Oh no. They can still win the fight though.
I guess they're not too concerned about the turtle. They want to go for the fight. Tyron walks up with the fist crack, and now Braga armor down. Sans still has the Netherrealm. Uh-oh. Will be able to pop it in time. Toy pops his life force already. Now Lutpi walks up as well. It's gonna be the wins. Who gets it? Lutpi finding the kill on Sutsujin. Now they all collapse. Stampede into Keyboy's taunt, and Lutpi just slashed them to pieces.
Safe to say they are back. Look at the combo. The OG Gila Sans maneuvers. Savero still dealing the damage. Kai wants to sandwich this one. Ren's petrified by Lutpi.
He gets out.
Oh man. They're not stopping 5K right now, Rashi.
5K, and they have to hold on to this. RRQ, they have the Sicilian. He will scale, but right now ONIC is doing a great job shutting him down. Knowing that Rins does not have any purifies, any defensive tools, they're just going in aggressively, and so far, RRQ are powerless to punish. The man that should be punishing, Sutsujin, on the Lucas here, just seems so powerless against that X-Borg.
The window and the space that Sutsujin is operating is always so dangerous. He's always in front, taking a lot of damage coming in from ONIC, and there's not much bodies on the front for RRQ themselves. Sutsujin is forced to be this kind of like a pseudo tank as well.
Again, it's an aggressive move here for RRQ. They have a Badang and the Lucas. This composition is meant to move forward, right? The Mathilda is supposed to bring Sutsujin closer to the backline. But because of the Gatots, because of the X-Borg as well, RRQ just kite back slowly but surely, and RRQ just cannot dive that far deep without losing members in the process.
Tyron caught back. Savero. Constant.
Oh boy.
Ooh, that was close. Sanguine Claws almost caught him. Toy popping his Mind Force just to defend his base turret.
Ooh. Bit of cheeky damage there from Toy as well.
Man, that's barely any damage to Kyrie. I want to check out the items, Siraj.
Radiant armor, along with the War Axe, so
Makes
he's
sense.
fast, he sustains, and magic damage is not a concern of his. And Sutsujin and Dairon are not gonna be beating on the X-Borg, right? The people who are going to be outputting damage onto X-Borg is going to be the Harith and the Sicilian. So with the Bat Feast as well, that Radiant Armor is going to be stacked up very handily. RRQ, they're forced to play the defensive game, and we know that is not their comfort zone.
There's a free neutral objective to the Sky Kings. Kyrie with the Lord. 9 minutes in, first Lord. Now they want to push forward.
This is some crazy siege comp coming in from ONIC. They can tap close with AOG. Kyrie just in front doing a lot of damage. Savero, that's Sonatas. It's gonna result to a lot of deaths for RRQ as we're gonna take a look at the items once again, Arashi.
Sky Piercer already completed for Savero. Almost 2,000 gold ahead. Lutpi as well. I mean, 4-1 and 3. Say less, dude. With the Hunter Strike, the Malefic Roar, he's all in on the damage. It's not about frontline here for ONIC. It's about making sure that the backline of RRQ, the Harith and the Sicilian, will not be able to do much at all. They're just sustaining through the damage of RRQ using invulnerabilities like the Last Insanity, using the second HP bar like the Netherrealm. There's no real built-in tankiness except for Keyboy, and even then, he's playing reactive unless it's time to cut off RRQ from their base. That might happen soon.
Look at the Death Sonata constantly poking them down. Holy Defense already popped in up top. Lutpi in 1v1 against Sutsujin. Almost a kill. Tail Beast Bomb by Sutsujin to retaliate. Holy Defense in the mid lane pop as well. Now another wave in the bottom lane as Toy gets rid of it. AOG from Keyboy just zoning them away to give space. A taunt over. Keyboy able to escape. Has the Revitalize still. Kai walks up. Not going to use the Last Insanity. Will lose the Paraga armor as Toy will zone them back away from the space. And RRQ have defended against the Sky King Siege.
And the Sky Kings lead balloon to about 9k, Rashi. This is just insane and unique heroes in MPL Indonesia. Kyrie played 50 heroes. Has he? I believe he changed role like once or twice a game? Like one game or twice?
What?
Kyrie. How the hell did he play 50 on jungle?
Yeah, he's played a whole lot, from the Julian to the Bauman to Fredrin. He's been through a lot of crazy metas, man.
A lot of very crazy metas. Back when it was still even more flexible. ONIC are gonna increase this lead even more here, controlling the jungle completely, man. Back then, we would say at 10k, that's where the game is pretty much done, where the other team can't really defend. But against a Sicilian and Harith, there's always that big maybe. But will ONIC allow it though? Are they gonna try and trade the same way RRQ did? Because that is what allowed ONIC to really come back in game number 2. ONIC might not afford, might not give RRQ the same luxury.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, they're trying to just freeze the lanes, waiting for the next Lord because they know they're gonna need the help of the Lord to be able to kind of penetrate the fort of RRQ right now. A lot of base defense potential here, especially from the Sicilian. And Edok will do a lot of work to kite them to a better place, to a safe place. Now the question is, does RRQ have any chance of contesting this? Looks like the answer is no.
Probably not, man. They're just too far behind. I mean, the Holy Crystal isn't even completed for Toy, right? There's no way. Rins now has the Wishing Lantern, so against these beefy frontliners, there is there is some damage there that has to be considered. Still a 10k lead. Holy Crystal finally for Toy, but is it too late? It's only the second Lord. You know, RRQ in theory should be able to defend still, but unless, you know, the moment ONIC kind of force their hand and force them to use all their spells in fights instead of on the Lord, that could be the moment that ONIC are looking for. And they still have no solution for the Ludpi Benedetta split push, by the way. So you're really seeing this draft force RRQ into some really confusing situations.
Back again with what Mirko said. Oh, gotta watch out!
A flicker out. That's a big, big win for RRQ, but can they make the most out of it? Sans still able to regen. He just needs to Netherrealm in time. AOG into the back line right now as Ludpi walks up with the final pull. Won't be able to find it now. Sujin able to find that. Eye for an eye. Ludpi taking out. Toy gets the shutdown. And the Kings of Kings have a chance.
That could not have gone any better for RRQ. They dodged the AOG, they dodged the whole Electro-Final Blows area of effect, and they survive, taking 2 in the process.
I mean, if they got a wipe out, it would have been better, Shevin.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
Okay.
But just saying, ONIC, they kind of made the similar play to RRQ. Sacrificial members for the base turret, but it's not even on the side where the Lord is far. Oh, Edok!
With a pull, Edok taking very low. Kyrie with a burn. Toy in the backwards, the Mind Force Sound can be taken down. Severa tries to deal with it now. Kyrie still putting the fire onto it. Oh! But will have his Viraga armor taken out. Actually, he keeps it intact.
That's a whole shot, the whole combo of the Mind Force, and somehow he didn't even get the Viraga armor. That's a concern for RRQ right now.
But he's building towards that power spike. How close are we from a Harith power spike?
Already at a Divine Glaive at this point, so there is some real damage. One more item to really settle the deal here. We're approaching full build situations here. But the thing is, ONIC has so much more farm that their frontliners are going to be a bit more sustainable compared to RRQ. That's the number one big factor. Number two, they have Ludpi as an extra damage dealer as well. So if it comes down to, it, ONIC might be able to win in a full-on blast of a battle, but as we saw earlier, if the Zaman Force allows Toy to just spam out the Synchroficians and dash through with empowered basic attacks, if Rins can just keep spamming out the bat impacts, they're at a point where RRQ can win a fight. ONIC has to be careful in how they engage and who they engage on. Is it geekable, Mirko?
I was gonna say that.
Oh, I think it is, you know. Sicilian Harith. This is like the modern day Natan Yves.
And Toy is building towards that Oracle. That is, in a way, a power spike for his sustainability with Mathilda in his team. Now the Lord this time, it could be contested, right? It is 8k golden. Ludpi! Oh!
Gotta be real careful now, Ludpi.
Oh!
very squishy. Keyboy taking back with the Sanguine Claws, bad impact. Oh, doing a lot of damage, forcing an AOG defensively. Jin in the bush, Lutpi spots him, gets him away. Lord, 16 minutes in. For ONIC, they need to bank on an Evolve Lord, I think, to end.
And look at this, Lutpi already making it difficult for RRQ, going for the split, having the advantage when it comes to the rotations. RRQ are not in the picture. Riz is trying to get the purple buff, I think. ONIC might force RRQ's hand here, might just take the Lord immediately.
Oh, they concede. But it is still kickable. Oh, he went in.
On Tyrant, with the eye for an eye, Lutpi knows not to take the risk. Just a Lord for ONIC, another shot at ending this game.
I wonder if there's a shot call that says, Lutpi, no, no, Lutpi, no!
Lutpi, no! Oh boy. Tension is building up for sure, man. Ruins with the purple buff. Again, RRQ in theory should be able to defend, but it's all on ONIC. Whether ONIC can select the right tool for the job. Do they want to zone RRQ using the AOG? Do they want to do it using the last Insanity? Or just with the Electro Final Blow? The back and forth here has to be impeccable from ONIC, because they can't stand there and take these bad impacts. We've seen it happen. Keyboy, after receiving 1 or 2, immediately has to back away. But look at ONIC controlling the waves.
Oh, man.
Two shots on Rins. Detonata landing. Lutpi in the back, looking for the play. Up top, Jin is isolated. Keyboy gonna be able to find a top. Jin to be taken down by Lutpi! Sanguine Claws not landing. Kairi has baited them with the Faraga armor already, but he has the immortality still. Lord on the base. The AOG comes in with another round 2. Kairi walks up, another round there, and now it's gonna be Sabero on the base! We thought it vanquished! We thought it extinguished! The fire of